Yes, welcome to another video. This is the preview for the City versus Watford game. We're away again, obviously 3 away games in a row, and it's going to be a big game because both Chelsea and Liverpool play before us, so there could be some pressure on us to get the win, to stay close, or we could be taking advantage of a potential slip up in them other 2 games. So it is going to be a massive game for City. Now, before we get into it, guys, I'm going to set a like target of 1,000 likes, so please smash that thumbs up button, guys. Really helps us, doesn't cost you a penny, and helps other City fans find the channel. Make sure you are subscribed to us as well. If you've never subscribed, make sure you hit that red button and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. I want to say a massive shout out as well to today's sponsor. It's the guys at Manscaped. Manscaped have released this, which is the Lawnmower 4.0. It's designed specifically to shave your hairy ballsack, guys. It's got skin safe technology on it, which helps reduce all those nicks and cuts. It's got a mega long battery life. We've only ever charged it once, and that was like 4 months ago, and it's still going today. It's waterproof, wireless charging. It's got a torch on it for that precision Manscaped. If you get the performance package, you also get a load of other goodies, including this, which I'm loving at the moment, which is the ball toner, which smells, Bray, delicious.
Delicious, huh? Do you want your balls smelling delicious?
No, you might not want to, but someone else might, Bray. Guys, you can get 20% off your entire order and free shipping if you go over to manscaped.com and use code EXTRA20 at checkout. All the details will be down below in the description. Right, okay, bro, this is a big game, you know. Watford, obviously we saw what they did to Man United, getting maybe a new manager bounce with Ranieri, who I think's a semi-decent manager. And as I said in the little intro there, we could be playing catch-up by the time we play them, or we could be potentially about to capitalise on drop points in the other 2 games with Chelsea and Liverpool both playing before us. This is going to be, bro, whichever way you look at it, a huge game.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, like they put the pressure on Chelsea today, didn't they? Like, they bring it to you, Ranieri, with his Watford team. It's difficult to really what to expect because obviously he's not been there for too long. But like you say, new manager bounce on that. Mm-hmm. I'm excited for it, bro. I'm really excited for this game. I think obviously the pressure helps in that. But I'm in the back of my mind, I'm kind of hoping that Chelsea or Liverpool drop points before the game to take a little bit of that pressure off. But end of the day, we just got to do our bit in it. Like, we can't really focus on their results and stuff. We just got to go forward with our game and make sure that we get the 3 points because we just need to stay up there. Then whatever happens with their 2 games happens. Like I say, though, the pressure will be there. I'm sure the City players will know as well whether they win or not. I'm not sure how I expect it to go either. Like, I'm not sure if they're gonna actually try and play out a little bit. When I've seen Watford play before, they kind of do like to attack and stuff. So maybe they might bring it to us. You know what I mean? And that'd obviously play into our hands.
Yeah, well, I've actually seen quite a little bit of Watford recently, and they've only won 1 in the last 5. And you know, for me, what I've seen is that defensively they look really bad. They've got some guy called Nkong or something like that, and in the last, mate, he was just absolutely atrocious. Conceded 2 against Chelsea, 4 against Leicester in the last 2 games, so 6 goals in 2 games. They've only, the thing is, they are scoring quite a few goals when they get going. You know what I mean? So that is something to bear in mind. However, I am confident about this game, but on the day I won't be confident if Chelsea and Liverpool win because of the nerves and the pressure that we're under. However, just 11 against 11, I think we could put like 4 or 5 past these. I really do. Defensively, they do look quite poor, so I'm looking forward to it, bro.
On paper, this is one of the games that you look at. I know that a lot of people are sweating. Like, I see it in the comments all the time, but I think you mentioned it quite a bit in our watch songs about the goal difference situation because Liverpool have a superior goal difference to us, and Chelsea do as well. So we need to catch up on that front because it's like basically an extra point if you get ahead on that. And this is one of them games on paper where you look at the season. At the beginning of the season, you look at the fixture, you go on that and go, right, we can score a few passes. And going into this, you can look at it and say, we could put a few passes and gain a bit of ground on that goal difference thing. So I'd like to see us take our chances, but you know what I mean, we've seen plenty of times in the past couple of weeks where we don't really take our chances that well. But you know what I mean, like you say, this could be a high scoring game. This.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at the goal difference now. City are currently sitting on 21, Liverpool on 31, so a whole 10 ahead, and Chelsea on 27. Chelsea and Liverpool obviously both play before us. You know, I highly like it. They're probably going to get the 3 points. I think that's the best way to think about it.
Yeah, but the best way to think about it is that they get 3 points and we do what we do, innit?
Yeah. So that means it's going to get even worse for us. I'm going to say, guys, I want us to be proper fired up for this game. I want that goal difference to go. You know, I want to score a few in this game. I'm looking at 3 absolute minimum. Their defence is trash. They've won one in the last 5, and I think we should get at them. As soon as that referee blows that whistle for kickoff, I want our players to be sprinting at their players, putting them under pressure. And when we get the chances, we need to be taking them chances because we need to start seeing that goal difference narrow a little bit. It's a little bit too far. Liverpool are running away with that goal difference at the moment with the 31. Y'all might be chilling going, what are these guys on about? You won't be saying that in come like March, April, May time when we're still like 1 or 2 points in it. And everyone's going, ooh, them goal differences for Liverpool is pretty sick. And then you'll be thinking about these games back in December and January where we should have really been taking advantage. So we need to go for this. We need to, honestly, we need to be getting a few past these, bro, for real.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm completely with you on that. I think it just, like you say, so it's an extra point. But when you say get out from the off, we've seen that from City in the past couple of weeks. Soon as it kicks off and that against PSG, do you know what I mean? Our press has been relentless these past couple of weeks, and I don't want it to be any different against these.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Bit of a talking point because obviously Pep Guardiola's done his press conference and he's been talking about the injuries, and we are fully fit now, barring Ferran Torres. Obviously, he's still out with that fractured foot or whatever he's got. So the choice is there. Do you freshen it up? Obviously, Grealish got 5 minutes against Villa. Foden's not played yet. Kev's come back from COVID situation. Obviously, we had Kyle Walker, John Stones, and Gundogan out with a slight knock, but that was obviously just a really minor knock because they're already back in training and available for selection. So now what you got to decide is, do you stick with the team that's been performing well over the last couple of weeks, mainly, you know, in the attacking, because we know that John Stones and Walker are going to walk back into the team. It's mainly up front and in the midfield. Do you put Kev back in? Do you put Grealish and Foden back in? Or do you stick with the lads who in the last couple of weeks have performed to a very high standard and got the job done? That game in the last match against Aston Villa was not an easy game. Their fans were up for it. Their manager was up for it. You know what I mean? It's a difficult place to go. And them lads got the win and they hung on and saw the deal done. Do you think that you should keep them in there, or do you think you should take them out because there are better players available or for rest purposes? We've got a little bit of a different opinion on that one, bro, innit? Like, maybe you should tell the guys what your opinion is on this situation.
Well, something I've only just realised as well, that is Laporte exists. I'm not sure. Did he have a 1-match ban?
Yeah, he had a 1-match ban.
So he's fully fit and back.
Yeah.
That's something that I haven't considered at all. Like when I was thinking about this, because you know what I mean, I'm a big fan. I think we're both big fans of Diaz and Stones, innit? Like, do you know what I mean? We love John Stones here. So yeah, but I think for me, I just think our front three have played the past 5 games pretty much. They've played, and as well, we've barely made any subs in them games because our bench has been dashed. So I'm kind of more willing to maybe switch it up a bit. I did say in the review of the last game that I don't want to see Sterling just lose his spot just to, do you know what I mean, someone else gets his shirt and that's it. But at the same time, rotation is a thing. Do you know what I mean? Rotation is a thing. He has been hammed out playing like 5 games in a row. Or it might be 6 games, I'm not sure. So do you want me to go through my team first? Then you can go through your team. So I think the back line is always standard for us. I've gone Edison, I've gone Walker right back, coming back in after the knock. Diaz and Stones. I can imagine that might be Laporte the more I think about it, but I'd like to see Stones back in. He's not played for a bit. And Cancelo back to his left back position. Midfield, pretty standard. Rodri has to play. Fernandinho didn't really know much to take his spot. Rodri's just king at the moment. Bernardo, obviously, is incredible. He has to play every game. And Gundogan has actually been smashing it.
Yes.
I know people might be saying Kevin that, but Kev doesn't walk back into his team. No. He does not walk back into his team. I know Kev is sick, you know what I mean, and he can make anything happen on the day, but he doesn't walk back in because them two are playing sick. And this is where it changes now. This is where our difference in opinion comes more so. I've gone with a completely I've switched up. I've freshened up the front three just because of the amount of games I've played. I've gone Grealish. Obviously, he got a couple of minutes. I've gone Grealish back on the left hand side. I know that Pep's been putting pressure on Grealish to start that. I mean, actually performing better than what he has been doing, and saying that he wants to see the best of him this season. On the right hand side, I've gone Jesus, which we've seen quite a lot, and he's actually been doing decent on that side. And then up front, I've gone Foden, which might be a bit of a risk in it because he's not actually played in a minute yet. And that's what I mean. Mine is more of a risky front three because I'm throwing players in that have just come back from injury.
So just to clarify, are you doing that because of resting purposes, or are you doing it because you think they're better than the players that are currently?
No, for resting purposes. That's what I'm saying. That front three that we've been playing the past couple of weeks have played 5 games in a row, and like pretty much, and haven't been subbed once because we've not been able to afford to sub them out. So we've been hamming them players. So that's why I'm like, yeah, maybe switch it up a little bit, freshen it up for this game. And it's a game. Watford is a game where we can do that.
Yeah. No, fair enough. I've got exactly the same team in the defence and in the midfield. However, guys, I'm just rolling with it, innit? I'm rolling with it.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I mean? And I'm going with what's been working in the last couple of games. I do get the point that obviously they might be a little bit tired. However, I'm also looking at that next game against Leipzig. That's a chance to real freshen it up. So for me, I stick with what's going, and it's working at the moment. And if people want to say, oh, you can't leave Foden, Kevin Grealish out, that I get it. But for me, these lads haven't let us down. They're performing well. They performed under very difficult conditions against Aston Villa and got the job done. And I'd stick with them. And then Leipzig, use that as a sort of bedding in period. I would expect to see a lot more subs in this game, though.
Yeah,
you know what
definitely.
I mean? All three subs. We need to be getting basically Grealish, Foden, and Kevin minutes in this game if possible. But I'm really looking at that Leipzig game.
Even if we're smashing them, you might even see Palmer come on. You might see Palmer get some minutes again. That's if we're smashing Watford.
Yeah.
But I think I think on the day, if either of these teams line up, I'm going to be happy, innit? I'm going to be happy because everyone's back. I'm kind of happy with whatever team he's going to put out, unless he does like an absolute madness. But do you know what I mean? I'd be completely happy with either of these teams to go into that match.
Yeah, it's an interesting one, guys. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think these guys should come back in, or do you think we should stick with what's been working over the last couple of weeks? It is an interesting topic of conversation, so let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video, guys. Remember, we'll be doing our live watch along. The game's at it's at 5:30 on Saturday UK time, so do the conversions wherever you are. Massive shout out to the goats at Manscaped, guys. Go get yourself a lawnmower. 2 million men worldwide are currently using a lawnmower to shave their balls. You know what I mean? You just use the best in the business, in my view. You know what I mean? I use it, bro. I'm a proud smooth man. You know what I mean? Are you a proud smooth man, bro?
Smooth man. All the smooth gang members, innit? You need to speak up, innit? Do you know what I mean? And help other people join the cause and that. Smooth is the way, innit? No bush.
Smooth is the way, guys. All the details are in the description. Please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And we'll see you in the next one. See you in a bit.